Welcome back to another Monday Morning Mentoring. I'm Stephana, and in this video, I'm going to talk about the 4 things that I would tell myself when I was an executive. I was the president of an international nonprofit, and I was the president of a regional office. It was intense. I had a lot of excitement, enthusiasm, and energy to make something happen. I believed in what I was doing, and I worked 16, sometimes longer hour days, 6 and sometimes 7 days a week. I lived, breathed, ate, and slept this organization. That's how intense and involved I was. And as an executive, as the president of this organization, I wanted to do everything I could to succeed. And as a result, I started getting sick. I was in chronic pain. I was constipated constantly. I didn't even think about it. But looking back now, being a holistic health coach and knowing what I was doing to myself, I was constantly diminishing my ability to lead well, make smart and good decisions. And I just wasn't acting in the fast ways that I knew that I could. And as a result, I deteriorated, I contracted, I became smaller and less capable. And I'm sure the organization suffered. It didn't show because I would push through the pain and I would just suck it up and stay longer, do longer. In fact, at some point, I was even invited to go to the international main headquarters and work under the team there. And once again, I did everything. I remember wearing shoes that were so tight, and my feet were chronically killing me. I could only take them off when I was behind the desk, but I would just suck it up and do it, and then go to bed at night and wake up to do it all over again. What in the world are we thinking? For me, to look back on that and knowing how many executives today do this to themselves, it is not getting you the performance that you want. So I would tell myself back then, if she would listen. I don't know that she would have listened until it got so bad. And then I had to start seeking out the answers myself. But let me just go back and let's just assume she would listen to me. These are the 4 things I would tell her. The first thing is you have to drink water. You have to drink water. And not just any kind of water. You can't pick up the bottled water that has a bunch of additives in it. And at the time in the 90s, when I was the president of this organization, they didn't have bottled water. So we were drinking it out of the tap, and the tap was not clean water. So I would say, get a water distiller and drink water, and drink at least half your body weight in ounces. Now, don't guzzle. You need to be hydrating throughout the day. 4 ounces every 30 minutes is a rule of thumb so that we don't deplete those kidneys. That's going to handle most everything else you have going on. The constipation, not being able to sleep, you're enervated instead of energized. Just being hydrated is going to fix that. And I love these coaching terms. This is why I like to work this way. I will try to help my clients find the one thing that if they just did that one thing, it would either make everything else better and easier, or it would eliminate having other problems. And so that's the one thing that I would say. Now there's 3 other things that I was thinking of when I was thinking about this whole thing. And that's, I would say, get those shoes off your feet. Get them off. I walked everywhere in these very tiny, pokey shoes with heels and thought they looked good. Get them off. Walk. Get shoes that fit you with big toe. I don't care what they look like. No, I mean, you can get nice shoes that are also comfortable, but also wear shoes and go stand on the ground with no shoes on. That would help a lot. And the second one is breathe, baby. Breathe. Take a breath. And the 4th one I forget. So I hope that helps.